It's about passion for a sport we all enjoy. It's about conservation, education, community, and fellowship. It's about a single voice of strength. It's about being part of a common cause for the common good. It's about you. It's about us. It's our time to come together.
We're asking you to join us
and become a proud members American Catfish Association. You'll be happy you did. They're doing a great job.
Yeah, they are.
Hey everybody, welcome to day 11 of the first annual ACA 12 Days of Christmas. We've been having a lot of fun. We've had some great supporters through some of these great brands and brands that are not listed here, and companies providing some wonderful prize packages each and every night. And we want to thank you for joining in and certainly for being part of the ACA for 2021. For 2022, there's a whole lot more coming. And I've said this every night, and I'll say it again. If you're not an ACA member, please head over to jointheaca.com and become a member of this growing organization, so that we can go out on your behalf, on the behalf of the catfish community, to educate, to get regulations changed throughout the country, conservation efforts, and just bring it all together. I've talked about the ACA Tournament Alliance and the directors and the events that are part of that great group of tournaments. And we want to invite all tournaments, all catfish tournaments out there to come in to be part of the Tournament Alliance. We're here to help you. The directors of the other events are here to help as well. It's not expensive. And from what we've seen for 2021, anglers are loving the idea and the chance to win some great prizes at the end of the year, and also a new custom wrapped Sea Arc boat with a 200 Suzuki sitting on a deluxe Marine Master trailer. So come on in, join the ACA. Let's have some fun. It's $50 a year. If you want, its membership is available for family for $100 a year. If you want to save a little money, you can get a membership for $130, and that is that'll cover you for 3 years. We've got our charter memberships, which will be the title charter will be retired at the end of this year, and then it becomes a lifetime membership. The charter memberships are also a lifetime membership. Also, mark your calendar for the end of February in Louisville, Kentucky, for this year's, or I should say next year's 2022 Catfish Conference. There on Friday night, the first annual ACA Awards Banquet will be held. We'll be sending out notifications on that shortly. Right there at the Catfish Conference, we're going to hopefully have a cash bar, and we're going to serve a nice dinner, have all sorts of great prizes to give away. You can have a chance to win a Garmin Live Scope. I can't tell you. I mean, it's just a whole bunch of stuff. Now, some of the stuff you're going to need to be there to win. Other stuff like the new Sea Arc boat. If you have fished one of the ACA Tournament Alliance events this year, every time you have fished one, your name goes in the hat for a chance to win that new boat. For 2022 and beyond, with Sea Arc's help, of course, every year now, just as an ACA member, you're going to have a chance to win this new Sea Arc boat when you fish one of the Tournament Alliance events every time you fish one of the Tournament Alliance events, your name goes in the hat, and you up your chances to win this great boat. And we can't thank Sea Arc, Suzuki, and Marine Master enough for everything that they do for the ACA. Tonight, we're going to talk about the ACA. And we've got a great prize package as well for ACA members. What I want to do is, if I may, I want to share with you the ACA page. This is our home page, if you will. And I just want to show you all of the resources and features on this. I'm not going to go through the whole site. That's close to 200 different pages. But anything that you're looking for can probably be found on the ACA website. As you can see, and I've got to go to the page itself, we have an About page, and you click on that. You can learn all about how the ACA got started and those that are involved and were instrumental in bringing this together, and those that administer more or less the day-to-day and the operation of the ACA. Our mission statement, in short, our mission is simply to bring the catfish community together, and as a whole, including you, bringing things together and moving the sport of catfishing along. And whether you fish rod and reel, whether it's another discipline that you enjoy in catfishing, all we ask is that if you do fish in whatever way you fish, you do it responsibly. And always keep in mind this right here. So anyways, with membership, we've got all sorts of different places you can go. Obviously, to join the ACA, membership benefits, your membership levels, and I can bring this up real quick and show you some of that just to give you kind of an idea. The site is a little slow. Just a lot of information on it. But there's the one and only Bill Dance, and Bill has been so instrumental in helping us bring the ACA to fruition. So we certainly appreciate everything that he's done, and again, everything that everyone else has done as well. But you've got various membership levels. You have your charter lifetime membership. As I mentioned, the charter memberships are available until the end of the year, and then it'll switch to a lifetime membership. Your premier membership, and that's 1 or 3 years. Now, limited membership might be going away, and the only reason we're considering that is that, first of all, very, very few people get a limited membership, and it is exactly what it says it is. You don't qualify for the points. There's a lot of benefits that you don't get with it. It more or less gives you just that notch up level to the ACA site in some of the programs. So if you're considering joining, you may not want to go with a limited membership unless you simply just want to explore it, and that's $25. And then again, we talked about the family membership. I'm trying to get this centered here properly. You have your premier family membership. If you're a guide, we have a guide membership. Now, this is going to probably be modified in 2022 so that we can start establishing a nationwide index of guide services. And so if you're an ACA member, you may have access, and we have yet to determine exactly how we're going to structure this yet, but certainly by the end of the first quarter of 2022, we'll have this figured out and posted properly. But we're going to want your participation and establish your guide service, establish this index, if you will, so that we can promote to the public. It would be available to the public, a complete index of catfish guide services around the country. And that's just another way of the ACA providing to you, our members, different services and resources. And then we have our affiliate membership. If you're a business, whether you're a brand, a service that offers whether it be insurances or whatever the case might be, to the fishing industry, to the catfish segment, you're certainly invited to join there as well. And that comes with a full profile page and all sorts of other great benefits. So those are pretty much the membership levels. And we certainly invite you to explore that. Let me go back to the home page. Come on, go back. Now let me click here. Okay. You also have our ACA discount program. You've heard me talk about this in the past. The ACA discount program, we contract out for their service. So every membership, we pay a certain fee for this service. This service is provided by the premier company in the world that does this. They have over 800,000 businesses just in the United States that are in this program. And yeah, you can get discounts and find discount codes and things like that on the internet. But this is a one-stop shop, and all you have to do is when you get your membership, you activate your discount program, and there's instructions on the back of the ACA membership card. And you activate that program, and all you have to do is download the app, put the zip code in the area that you're in, whether it be you're at home or whether you're traveling for a tournament or wherever you may be. And it will give you a long list of organizations, companies, whether they be restaurants or retailers or whatever the case might be. They have a list of businesses in that area that you can take advantage and get a discount on. They've got discounts on hotels. You'll be receiving emails at least once a week from them. And again, I don't unsubscribe to it. I know that they send out quite a few. A lot of them are Disney World. They've got a great relationship with the Disney organization. But if you're not interested in it, simply delete it. But don't unsubscribe, because there are some great deals that come along. So, keep that in mind. I think the way they work it is that every week it's a different category. In other words, one week might be restaurants, one week might be travel, one week might be retail, that kind of thing. So keep your eye out for that, and certainly take advantage of the deals. I know that we've had quite a few members save hundreds of dollars so far this year. I personally have saved a lot of money. I've bought everything from pizza to flowers to for travel, and it's just fantastic. So take advantage of that. And certainly for $50 a year, if you use that on a regular basis, you're going to earn that $50 back and then some without any problem. So let me continue on here. Committee opportunities. We've got a number of committees, and we really haven't activated too much this past year other than our conservation efforts. Frankly, it's a time thing. There's so much that we have to do between the Tournament Alliance and general just everyday day-to-day management. We're just buried. We're buried trying to keep up with it all, and so we appreciate your patience. And if you want to head up one of the committees, take a look at all the committee programs. There's quite a few of them there. I think there's 16 total committees. Some of them are subcommittees, but everything from the Kid Cat Club to an education. We would like to put together a seminar group of folks. So if you're interested in doing seminars at any of the fishing expos and things like that, let us know, and we'll start putting that list of seminar presenters, if you will, together so that we can make that available to a lot of the fishing expos that go on every year. But there's government affairs, obviously conservation, education, charity efforts. There's just so many things that we want to do as an organization, but we can't do it all ourselves. We need your help. So please get involved, head up one of these committees, recruit some folks in there, and run with it. And we're here to help in every way we can. Let's go over to resources. Now, this is where it gets really, there's a whole lot of stuff here. Tournament resources, as you can see, the points race, tournament management service. We have a tournament management software built into the system, and that keeps track of the points, and those points carry over your personal profile, so you can see how things progress every weekend, every month, every quarter, every year. And we're now getting all that together. We're tallying that up for this year. And it takes a little bit of time to do. Right at the end of the year, there are still some tournaments that need to be scored and get into the system. And once we do that, then we can start tallying everything up for first, second, and third, fourth, and fifth place for each division. Remember that it's best of 5 of all the events that you fished. When there's a tie, if there's a tie, we go to the next event, to the next event, to the next event, until we reach a point where somebody has fished, say, an event more than the previous person. If there continues to be a tie, then what we do is we go to your overall points for the year from all the divisions, and we use that as a tiebreaker. So we didn't want to go with just a flip of a coin, make it a game of chance at the end. That's not the way to do it. Again, a discounts and benefits program. ACA member directories. If you want to find a member, just simply go into the member directory, type in the person's name, and you will find them there. We also have, and I'm not logged into the system, so we also have a chat program. So if you're on there and your friend is on there and you want to chat back and forth on the site, you can do that. So it has that capability. And you can also check for members on that as well. Federal and state resources, everything that you need to find. In other words, again, you can go to the internet, you can search it out, but it's all right here. And let me just kind of give you an idea how this works. If you want to get a hold of, let's say, let me find a good one here. Let's say the state commission listings. You simply click on that and then go to, come on. We're feeding a whole lot through the system here, so that's why it kind of lags a bit. So you just simply go to this page, and you can click on any of the states. Okay? So you just click on the state you're interested in, and it will take you to where you want to go. That same list of that directory is also here on the right-hand side. So let me just I'll click on Tennessee. And down here, that link comes up for Tennessee. And you click on that. And there we go. Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency. And it takes you right there. So it's as simple as that. It's all there. It's all there. So it comes up as a separate page. And you can see that. I hope you saw that because it did come up as a separate page. But as I mentioned, you just go to any one of the states and, find the information you're looking for. Let's see here. More resources, federal, state resources, news and media. We try to keep up with the news. We've got a great relationship. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do to Catfishing Now digital publication. I know many of you know Ron Presley and the publisher, Dan Dannemuller, and they do a knock-up job every single month, every publication, and they're always out there looking for content. So if you have an article or something, they certainly would entertain it, as are we. And I'll get into that in a little bit. We also try to keep up with some of the industry news and anything that's part of the catfishing community. We try to put up there. Species information. Need to know a little bit about a blue catfish? Well, you can find it. You can find it here. And we did a lot of research in the beginning to put together a very, very in-depth database of information for a number of catfish species. So if you want to learn more about the catfish, that's a great place to go. Let's see here. ACA conservation tools. Here's something that that I think a lot of you will find very, very interesting. Let me just see here. Is this what I'm looking for? No, I know I'm going to go to the next one where it's a little bit more in depth. We've got a free classified section. So if you've got something to sell, post that on the free classified. We also have the blogs for any subject matter you want to create and continue on with conversations. It's all there. It's all there. And you can see there's just so many different features that are on the ACA website. Event calendars. If you have something coming up, let us know and we'll put it on the event calendar. Let me go up to conservation. One of the things, and this is obviously near and dear to all of us, is protecting our fisheries. I know that there's a lot of places around the country that are not, the regulations are not what we want them to be. Between that and pay lakes and things like that, we've got our challenges. Little by little, we're going to make progress and we will get things changed. We've had some great success, this year. If you recall, several months back with Alabama, we worked with a number of state agencies this year in building relationships, having great conversations. And we worked with Indiana Catfish Association and other associations up in that neck of the woods, and along with their Fish and Wildlife Department. And we created these cards to be handed out at tournaments so that anglers could fill these out, turn them in, so they could start getting an idea of what was being caught and where and what size and what species and everything else. And we provided that to all the tournaments in that region. So hopefully that was properly utilized, and we'll continue on with it next year to get a better understanding of where these fisheries lies and the condition of these fisheries and the fish that are there. And that's the other thing too that I don't think a lot of people realize. You as an angler, whether you're an ACA member or not, are always addressing conservation issues with us. When are you going to do this? How are you going to do that? Etc. And believe me, we're on it every single day. The biggest problem is that for us to go to regulators, we have to have the data. We just simply can't go to them and say, hey, we're not catching as many fish anymore. You've got to change regulations. No, they have to have hard data. So when we delve into this and we look for that hard data, it really doesn't exist. So what we would have to do is then go out and hire the research organizations to get that data for us that we can then present to the commissions and to the regulators. Well, guess what? That's not cheap. I would say that through the research that we've done, it's probably anywhere between $100 to $200 to upwards of $300,000 per state to do that kind of research on the catfish species, let alone one or multiple of them. So it's a challenge. It is a big, big challenge. Now, that being said, we've got something coming up, and I've teased this a lot, and I desperately want to share it with everybody. But we've got something that's coming that is going to change catfishing and, frankly, recreational fishing forever. And it's going to provide us all with unbelievable information. So, and this came about by our efforts to find information, to get information, and to provide you as an ACA member, as a recreational angler, not just catfishing, but as a recreational angler, with the best information and services possible. And that's coming. And it will become the new platform for the ACA as well. It's really, really exciting. And when I tell you that we have the backing of the entire fishing industry, not just catfishing, the entire fishing industry, from fish and wildlife agencies. And I'm not just talking about a biologist here and there. I'm talking about the former director of the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Services, a gentleman that was appointed by President Bush. So many others that are so well respected in the industry. They are all aware of this program, and they absolutely love what we're doing and can't wait till we can roll it out. So you folks are the ones that caused this. You are. We put our thinking caps on, problem solution, and we came up with a solution that is going to knock your socks off. So let's continue on here. If you want to make an attempt for conservation in your region, in your state, we have information in here as far as how to affect legislation. We've got form letters. We've got state violation reporting hotline. So if you see something out there and it's a quick button on the ACA app on your phone, you just hit that, find that 800 number for your state and call that in. We had a gentleman last week and Dusty Fall brought it to my attention. Kevin Walters was out on the water and he filmed a gill net in the water. Now, I don't know, and through my research this past week, unfortunately, it was not illegal unless it was unmarked. And he took some pictures of the floats that were on there, and I didn't see any markings at all. And we're certainly going to bring that to the attention of the state. But if you see something that is obvious, if you see this weekend you're out fishing and you see a trout line that's in place, and you go out next weekend and you see that same trout line in place and it hasn't been taken care of or monitored, call that hotline because that's illegal. Those should be checked every 24 hours. And that's in most state laws. So keep that in mind that's at your fingertips. Tournaments. Again, you've heard me talk about the Tournament Alliance. We've got some great events for 2022. We have some new tournament trails and events coming into the Alliance for 2022, and we'll soon make the announcement on that. And again, if you're a tournament trail that wants to become part of the Alliance, come on in. It's not expensive. We're here to help. I can't tell you how many tournament directors have told us repeatedly how they're seeing more and more people coming to their events because they want their ACA points. There's people that have traveled hours just to fish another Division 2 or 3 because they want to up their points in that division. So it's certainly encouraging folks to fish different events. And quite frankly, it's encouraging anglers that have never fished a tournament to give it a try. The Division 3 and 4 events in the ACA are great starting points. They're inexpensive to get into. You know, the anglers that are there, they're knowledgeable. They're more than willing to help, and it's terrific fellowship. So anyway, so there's some really exciting stuff coming up with the Tournament Alliance, and we encourage every tournament director out there to come on board to be part of this. We're close to almost 200 events for 2022. And there's some real great events in it. So be part of that. And if you're not an ACA member, join up. When you fish these events, you're going to get some points. You're going to get a chance to win a new Sea Arc boat or up your chance to win a new Sea Arc boat. And just join in, help us make a difference. Let's all have some fun together and move the sport of catfishing forward. So you can see everything here as far as the Alliance, the tournament index, the points race, the tournament management software. Again, it may be a little intimidating at first, but once you use it, it's pretty simple. And again, we're here to help you every step of the way. And you can ask any tournament director if they have a question, if they have a problem, if they need help, they pick up the phone. They can contact me at any time, and they know that. And I know that they'll agree with that. Because I've had some people call me very early and very late. Don't do that again. So Again, here's our guide service. We want to create an index there, and again, the news itself. And we want to also encourage, if you have any press releases, things like that regarding catfishing, send it to us. Let us get it posted and out there for everybody. So that is kind of in a nutshell the ACA. There is so much information there. We've got a live well calculator on there. We've got navionics on there, so you have mapping. There is so many resources that we could spend hours going through this. You can create your own personal profile, your own business profile, your own brand profile. It's all there for you just as a member of the ACA. So certainly, again, give it some consideration. Head on over to www.jointheaca.com and get your membership. When we come back, we're going to give away a great ACA prize package. So stick with us.
The fear of failure is failure itself. The world of science rewards the ones who are willing to try and fail, because with the courage to fail and to learn, ideas can change the world.
It's about conservation, education, community, and fellowship. It's about being part of a common cause for the common good. It's about you. It's about us. It's our time to come together.
You have a full-time job and you want to be a full-time angler. Don't waste time scouting. You want to catch fish. That's where Garmin comes in. Our mapping with Navionics data lets you see more detail than the fish do. It's kind of a big deal. Oh, and our industry-leading live sonar is so crisp and clear you'll think you jumped in. You're welcome. Now, if only we had a powerful, efficient, whisper-quiet trolling motor. Actually, we do. It's called Force. We knew you'd like that. Less time finding, more time catching fish. Only with Garmin.
From cane poles to crappie rods to catfish, B&M continues. B&M continues making memories for over 75 years.
Welcome back, everybody, to day 11 of the ACA 12 Days of Christmas. It's been a long 11 days. We got another one tomorrow. And then on Monday night, we have our grand prize drawing. We'll take the 12 names that have won over the last 12 days of Christmas, and we're going to pull a name out of the hat for that, or actually using random.org. And that lucky person is going to get one heck of a prize package. And again, I wish everybody could win something. Maybe one day that'll happen. But this year, it's 12 lucky winners and one special winner from those 12 that'll be part of or winning something here. Again, our great thanks to brands like Meat Hunter Rods, B&M, Rippin' Lips, Tackle Bandit, yours truly, Rig Wrap, Offshore Tackle, Monster Rod Holders, Sea Arc, Papa's Bait and Tackle. It was great to see Brian yesterday. And when you get to the Helena area, make sure you stop in and see Brian at Papa's Bait and Tackle. He opened up, I think it was earlier this year. And, you know, Helena, as you know, if you're a catfish angler and you fish a lot of the tournaments, you know that Helena is probably one of the premier locations for catfishing, and Brian's got what you need if you need anything. And if you have any kind of mechanical issues, he's connected and he knows where you can go right there in the area. So, stop in and say hello to Brian. And if you're an ACA member, he mentioned last night, if you're an ACA member, show him your ACA membership card and you get 10% off. So, and we hope to do that kind of program with a lot of the tackle shops and retailers around the country. So again, that's just something else that we're working on. Now, I also want to bring up something kind of on a lot of tornadoes through the Mid-South last night, today. And our thoughts and prayers are with those that were affected by it. We hope you weren't. If you were, and if there's anything that we can do to help, please let us know. Again, we're here to service the catfish community and really the community in general, any way we possibly can. So I hope everybody made through that okay. Also, yesterday I made mention about a good friend of mine and everybody else. I've got all the respect in the world for this guy. He and his crew with Cat Masters has elevated the catfish tournaments in such a great way over the years. Brian said Alma yesterday morning had surgery, and I'm very pleased to report that the surgery went well. He is recovering. He's going to be flat on his back for a bit, but they accomplished what they needed to, so our prayers and best wishes go to Brian and his family for a speedy recovery. He's a special guy in the catfish community and certainly a special friend to me. So, and his wife, Jennifer. I kid Brian all the time. I said, if it wasn't for your wife, you'd be living under a bridge. She does so much for Cat Masters and the catfish community. She's very, very good at what she does. And certainly Ty and James, and I don't want to leave out Skinny. Skinny's been a big part of the Cat Masters for so many years. And he recently got married and he's taking a little bit of time off to spend with his new bride. So we hope to see Skinny back in next year, or certainly sometime in the future, whether it's part of Cat Masters at one of the events. So we're going to pick a name. And the other thing too is again, friend of mine, friend of everybody out there, Paula Smith. She's going through a real challenge, and thoughts and prayers are with her. And I wish I knew everybody out there that kind of needed that kind of support, and I'd certainly run that entire list if I could. But Ken Smith sits on our conservation committee, does such a great job. Terrific guy. Paula is such a dedicated catfish angler. I wouldn't want to fish up against her. She knows what she's doing. And she's a hoot. So Paula, as I've told you this before, you got this, take a little time, but you got this. So prayers and best wishes to both Brian and Paula and anyone else out there that needs it. So thank you everybody for your support. So let's pick a name. I've got everything loaded up here. Now we've been randomizing this based upon the number of days. So you can talk amongst yourself. There's one. I started doing this I was going to do it on the break, and then I got sidetracked. There's two. Three. I would talk to you at the same time, but I'm not that good at walking and chewing gum. There's 4. Everybody having fun with this so far? Prize package that we're going to give away today for the ACA is pretty good. 6, 7, 8. It's a long list. I got to scroll way down to the bottom to hit the randomizer. And there's 11. Kevin Dale Lambert. Kevin, you have won you're an ACA member, we are going to extend your ACA membership for another 3 years. We're going to give you the 3-year membership package, premier membership package. So congratulations. We're also going to send you, this is a limited edition. There were only 6 of these made. Let me bring this back up. This is a limited edition leather patch cap with the ACA logo on it. It's a trucker's cap. It's got the netting on the back. Okay. So we're going to send you this. We also have for you the ACA Conservation Foundation's t-shirt. We have the size. We have the size that'll fit you. On the back, we've got the ACA Conservation Foundation logo. It says "Respect the Catch," and on the back, okay, we have our catch photograph release. Again, "Respect the Catch" on the back of the shirt. So congratulations to you, and we thank you for your support. Along with that, we have, you see behind me, a Merry Fishmas stocking with some rig wrap goodies. So if you would send us an email, Kevin, and just give us all your information so we can just make sure you're in the system the right way. And congratulations. Again, everybody, we want to thank you for your support. We want to encourage those that are not ACA members to become ACA members. Help us make a difference. Help us bring the catfishing community together. Go to www.jointheaca.com. Become a member. It's $50. And part of something special. The entire fishing industry is looking at us hard, folks. They're liking what they see. So we need you to be part of this. If we don't all come together, the catfishing segment stays fragmented and somewhat, it's better for us to move forward together than apart. And that's the importance of this association. That's why it was created. And with your help, it's going to continue to grow. And it's growing every day. It's terrific to see. So tomorrow, it's the last day, the 12th day of Christmas. I'll tell you what, it's a challenge to do this every night, but I'm having a lot of fun with it. And thanks for joining us every night. I know there's been a few people that have been with us every single night. Thank you. If you don't catch it live, you can catch it recorded and play it back, see if your name was called. And take a look certainly at all the great brands and companies. We try to highlight them every night for you to get a better understanding of who they are and what they offer and how they support this great sport. So we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night.